Hi Taurus, my name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger, and I'm going to read your monthly reading for January 2022. I'm going to pull a card from the Rumi Oracle. Rumi was a Sufi mystic who wrote beautiful poetry about the divine's love for us. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards from the ETA Oracle deck, which is Emerging Toronto Artists, and to determine the energies of the month of January 22 for you. And then I'll do a tarot reading with the Verhexa Tarot by M.J. Cullinane. So let's pull the Rumi Oracle card for Taurus for January 2022. More shuffle. I guess this might be it. The Angel Rasbar. Beautiful. I'll show you the card. The Angel Rasbar. Wow, what is that in the background? It's just all the colors of the chakras. Very beautiful. All right. Let's see what that means. Number 27 for Taurus. Okay, the Angel Rasbar. Tell me the truth, I asked love. What are you? I am the everlasting life, love said. I am the recurring joy of living. I'm going to say your reading's about the joy of living. Alana Fairchild did this deck, so I'll read the little intro to this card. The Master speaks of a den of riches where many precious jewels can be found. In abundance they lie, patient and ready, and yet ready to be claimed. Go, scoop them up, urges the Master. The devoted ones look but cannot see. Where are these precious jewels, they cry, for we cannot find them anywhere. The Master gazes lovingly at the devoted ones and responds kindly, in service, my beloveds, you shall find the jewels through service. For what is the soul but the finest and most precious of heavenly jewels? What is service but the scooping up of the soul, that it does not lie lost nor unclaimed, but instead honored for all its precious worth and beauty, tended to until it becomes vibrant as a flawless ruby, radiant with the joy of living. So this is the color of ruby, right? Ruby, it says ruby red, but it's really kind of pinkish. So lovely. What a beautiful card to start with. All right, next we have the ETA Oracle. Taurus for January 2022. All right, first up we have Warrior. Maybe some boundary setting. And the second card is Bloom. The third card, Heart. Oh, put your heart back in your chest, doll. Okay, let's see what that's all about. I think the Heart one is really about boundary setting and going way overboard to make everybody else happy, and we end up losing our heart over it. Okay, let's see what that's about. Let's see, I'll save that. That was 27. Okay. Okay, so from the ETA Oracle, we have Warrior. And here we go. The explanation of the card. What are you taking into battle? And what is the fight even for? The journey into the woods is a solo one, but we are surrounded by souls. Discernment will be your shield. Instinct will be your compass for what your eyes will not see beyond in the dark forest. The imagery in this card shows a woman equipped with 3 spears, representing the Holy Trinity, Maiden, Mother, and Crone. Heading into the wild, standing in front of a full moon, bearing a bear skull headdress into battle. The headdress is a well-known symbol of strength and bravery in Native American culture and epitomizes one's soul and its connection with the wearer. The bear is a respected spirit guide, which symbolizes bringing forth courage and strength, but also unpredictability. The warrior card is a symbol of calm resilience, with a furious storm brewing within to take on any challenge or battle. Wow, okay, so you're ready for battle. It's a symbol of calm resilience with a furious storm brewing within to take on any challenge or battle. So you're just waiting. I mean, and it's an energy around you, so it's not like you have to, it's not necessarily a storm brewing within you, but it's an energy that's readily available. And why do you need, like it says in the beginning, and what is the fight even for? What are you fighting about? What is the anger within you? Because the joy of living is not about anger. So this reading is going to ask you to look at that. Bloom, just so you know, just giving you a warning. Okay, the next card is Bloom. Bloom artwork depicts a lavender-haired woman emerging from a pinkish-violet atmosphere. The crowned figure is in a contemplative state and ornamented with a golden floral structure. The artist was inspired by deep meditation and reaching a spiritual level of peace and enlightenment. She intends to depict a character whose enlightenment is so divine that material objects such as the crown become metaphysical and becomes one with the universe. When this card appears in reading, it represents an ideal time to blossom the seed you've been growing within yourself, stepping into your higher being. It suggests the sun is out, the stars are in alignment for you to present yourself to the world around you in an organic and most authentic and vulnerable way. That the universe will receive you and you will be seen, heard, felt, and appreciated for exactly who you are and what you are trying to show, communicate to the world. So it's suggesting that you take some time to prepare by getting into a peaceful mental state. Meditate, be sure to enter into this phase with full faith, stress and worry free, and allow the universe to show you how to bloom. Because you got some anger here, and I think meditation is going to be your key. The last card is Heart. Okay. All right. Oh, this is the card about triggering, being triggered. So it says Heart is a heavy and dramatic card to appear in readings, and as a water card, it may suggest passing through highly volatile emotional waves. Yeah, well, that goes with your first card, Warrior. All right, I'm going to read the rest of it. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. This card depicts a female character inspired by the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Notice the severing off of the head. Yes, her head is cut. All right. Off with your head was a famous quote from Queen of Hearts, and how she felt with anyone who disturbed her by ordering them to death. However, this queen is much softer and appears now to have internalized her anger and experienced cutting off her own head. She's come to a realization that attacking, ignoring, or pushing away the people and things that bother and trigger us is really just a temporary solution to our discomfort. Yes, it is. Actions like these, unfortunately, only contribute to perpetuating the trauma cycle and bypassing the deep healing of our own wounds. Instead, try using your triggers as windows into your trauma and guidance for healing yourself. This card represents the realization of the pain we have self-inflicted and the pain we have caused others from avoidance of our unhealed traumas. Now is an opportunity to take your heart into your own hands, break free from toxic relationships, and focus on healing yourself. You know, the first card, Warrior, talked about the very powerful energy of the bear, spirit guide. The bear is a respected spirit guide, which symbolizes bringing forth courage and strength, but also unpredictability. And the unpredictability comes because of the furious storm brewing within to take on any challenge or battle. So, you know, you can go along and live your life that way if you want. You can do that and just, you know, blame it on the other person. You could. If that's what you want to do, that's your choice. We have free will. But you could also choose not to do that and completely change your life around and have a little bit of a spiritual awakening. What do you say, Taurus? You know, now's the time. Now, astrologically especially, now is the time to do this work. So take a look. You know, it's the holiday season. Take a look at what being with your family, close and up close and personal, what kind of triggers it brings up in you, and write them down. Write it down. Write down place, time, who was there, the trigger. Just put a word to it because you'll remember it later, and work it out. Figure it out. Go into meditation. Get some quiet time. Just go within and say, why does this drive me nuts? You can do that or not. Okay, let's go. Let's see what your tarot reading looks like for the month of January 2022, Taurus. Now, Taurus is a fixed sign, and the fixed signs, which are Taurus, Leo, oh my goodness, is it Capricorn or Aquarius? I can't remember, I'm sorry. But the fixed signs in 2022, if they haven't done this kind of work by the end of 2021, doing it in 2022 is going to be extremely uncomfortable. So you can do it now when it's just uncomfortable, or next year when it's extremely uncomfortable. The choice is yours. You have about a week. Give it a go. Because, you know, the more you practice this kind of work, the easier it gets. The easier it gets to pinpoint it. Write it down. Just write it down wherever you are, whenever you find it coming up. And when you go into meditation each morning, bring it up to your spirit guides and the divine and ask for transformation. Ask to be shown how to change it, how to heal it, how to grow through it, and how to come out on the other side. All right, one more shuffle, Taurus. And we'll pull cards. So I'm doing 3 rows of 5 cards each. And it may show the past, present, future. It may just give me the background of a major story in your life right now, and, you know, the possible ways of dealing with it. So we'll see how it is when the cards come out. Just remember, you know, joy is yours. What does this say? The joy, you know, the joy of living is your gift in this month. That's your gift. So, you know, that's something, you know, as humans we have to earn. If we were in on the other side of the veil, we may not have to earn it. We would be there. But here we have to earn it. Or not earn it. We don't have to earn it. We have to work for it. Okay, let's go. Okay, beautiful. First card out is Queen of Earth. It's your sign, Taurus, the earth sign. Nice, abundant card. Beautiful. The next card is the High Priestess. There you go. There's your meditation. There's your meditation right there. Going within. 9 of Cups. Accomplishment. Great accomplishment. You can accomplish a lot in just the number of days left in the year. The Chariot. Fast movement. You're on a mission from God. You're on a mission from God there, Taurus. I like that. That, you know, the Chariot hasn't come up yet in any of the readings. Ace of Cups. I'm going to say that could be self-love, because that is about love overflowing. It's the gift of love. It could be a passion, like the passion of your heart concerning a hobby or work, children, or it could be a new love coming in. Next we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the second row. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. Well, if you've been on the down low, you're going to be up on the up high. It's coming up for you. Oh, the King of Fire. So this is the King of, it's called the Elder, but it's the King of Wands. This is a very, oh boy, I like the dress. Very, this is a Sagittarius card, but I love the dress, and I have seen Native American art that looks like that, like on fabric, or yeah, like Navajo or something. Very nice. Very nice energy. You have a Queen and a King. Okay, you have the Magician. Very powerful Magician in this deck. I really like it, like that energy. Two of Cups. Long-term love. So if you're a Taurus who is looking for love, this is the month that you will meet. Likely you'll meet a long-term, someone who you will be in a long-term committed relationship with, or someone who you can be. You know, the choice is yours. All right. And if it's not, if you're married, you're not looking for love, it could be like the passion of your heart as well. Okay. The next card is the Five of Pentacles. This is, you know, this is the feeling of lack, and I love this depiction. It's like lack is dogging you. It's dogging you. So it is untrue. You lack nothing, yet it's dogging you. So what is that about? What outside circumstance is making you feel lack like this? It's very depressing, and it's really depressing because it's not true. Then we have the Moon starting the third row. We have the Moon. The Moon is about disillusionment, perhaps. Could be about lying to ourselves. It could be that we are looking for an answer, but it's not time yet for the answer to come. So we kind of, you know, the Nine of Swords would be the appropriate card to come up after that, because that's, you know, the card that says we're not sleeping because we're anxious about something unnecessarily. Or it could be that you're going really deep within, like on those trigger issues, those things that trigger you. Maybe you're looking deeply within, because she's gazing into the water, and this water is deep. She's got some helpers here as well. Okay, so that's in the final row. Then after the Moon, we have the Six of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia, how it used to be. The card of how it used to be. Ten of Pentacles. This is Taurus. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This is the card of financial fulfillment, complete. You know, you're set. You know, you don't have to worry about money. You're set. Okay, that's what that means. And you earned it. You know, you earned it. Or it's coming to you because of an inheritance. Somebody else earned it, and they're leaving it for you, because that's why that person who made all that money, that person did that for you. Beautiful. Then you have complete emotional fulfillment following right after that. So financial and emotional fulfillment. How beautiful. What a lucky duck. And after that, we have the Four of Cups, which is a new opportunity coming in that you may miss, because you're thinking about, you're distracted. You're thinking about other things that shouldn't even be wasting your time, but that's your choice to do that. So I'm telling you that there's this is like the possible outcome, because we have free will. So it's not going to tell us what the actual outcome is going to be, but this is a potential outcome. Don't miss the opportunity. All right, so we know that Taurus is going for a walk in the dark woods. And he doesn't know what he's going to find, he or she. Taurus, the ultimate purpose for this month is the joy of living. So in order to be joyful in life, we need to go into the dark woods first. Anger is what's going to show you what your triggers are. So when you feel emotional and angry, passive aggressive, you know that's a trigger right there. It's a trigger. Write it down. And in the morning, when you sit in your chair to do your meditation, bring it to your spirit guides and the divine and ask for transformation. Ask to be shown how to transform this anger into compassion and peace within. That's what works for me. So so joy of living, you have to go into the dark woods. Bloom is about spiritual awakening. Great spiritual awakening. That doesn't come if we're just walking down the street, you know, not praying to the universe or understanding that, you know, we don't do this by ourselves. No, that's not how it happens. Meditation's really key. And then this card, you become, this work that you're doing puts you in proper perspective in your own eyes, in the eyes of others. This is the beginning of self-love, acceptance, fully accepting yourself for all of the feelings that you have, good, bad, or indifferent, right, wrong, up or down, it doesn't matter. Embrace your feelings and work through them so that you can have the joy of living. And vulnerability is a really important part in that. Loving people can be vulnerable because they've worked through their stuff, and that means they can talk about it because they've worked through it. So you then become the teacher of other people going through something like that. Okay, so so this reading, the tarot reading, is kind of like that. It's, you know, it doesn't talk at all. The oracle cards do not talk at all about a lack of material goods. Taurus has everything Taurus needs in the material world. You have everything you need. That is not a concern of yours. That is not something that would be keeping you up at night. And these cards are showing me that. You have the High Priestess, the Queen of Earth, the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Ace of Water in the first row. This row is telling me you have everything you need in the material world. The High Priestess is here for you to access. She is the gatekeeper of our subconscious, and that is where all of those things all the reasons we're triggered, they're stored back in there. She's your gateway. You know how you get to her? By meditating. All right, then we have the Nine of Cups. This is a person who's completely accomplished, and at near an end of a cycle, right? Because in numerology, 9 is the end, but in tarot, you go one more step to the 10, and so you get to relish in your accomplishments. That's what that means. So this is where you are now. The next card is the Chariot. You're going places. You're on fire. You're moving. You're moving on divine lightning. Divine lightning. You are like being whisked away. So you're on a mission. You've got a new thing to do. Ace of Water. It's a passion of your heart. That's what I'm going to say. It's a passion of your heart. Because I feel like this is someone who is either changing careers because they've done this work for a long time, and now they're very accomplished in their field, but they're ready to move on to something new. That's kind of what it seems to me. Or someone who is retiring. Could be that. Because something new, you're moving on to something new very quickly, and it's a new passion of your heart. Okay? Could be grandparent, but you know, I don't know. I'm not getting that feeling. All right, in the next row we have the Wheel of Fortune. things change. That's what this is all about. Things change. They don't stay the same. They don't stagnate. You have the King of Wands. He is a very accomplished king. He's very passionate. He's generous. He's loving. He is the king who expresses the joy of living. So his energy is in your reading. And he's underneath the High Priestess, which is very interesting. So she's a guide, he's a guide. And for you, because I'm feeling that you are the Queen of Earth, that first card out. Next you have the Magician. Now, the Magician brings God's will. He's a conduit for God's will to manifest on the earth. I like this example. Bringing life to this bulb, to this tulip, right? As a person, we can plant this and water it, and we know it will grow because we've set up the conditions to be right for that. It gets sun, everything's good, but we didn't make this. You know, the divine made this. This is an act of God that a plant grows at all, you know, or it's an act of the universe, with universal laws, whatever it is. But we didn't create it unless we cloned it. This is a very powerful magician. She is, you know, the magician can be very, what do I want to say, impulsive and immature. She doesn't give me the sense of immaturity and impulsiveness. She knows what she's doing. She's firmly grounded there, and she knows exactly what she's doing. She's a conduit, and she knows it. I really like that card for you, because then now so here's what I'm going to say. If you're not looking for love, we're going to talk about this Two of Cups card as though it's a new passion of your heart, the Ace of Water, okay? If you are looking for love, we're going to say that this is your new lover. You're going to meet this person, and this is a long-term committed relationship. This person or this project is coming in January. You fall in love. You fall in love. And it's not just a love that's passing. It's a long-term committed relationship. Yet, you have this five, you know, for someone who's looking for love, this could be about, this lack could be about the, oh, poor me's, look at what my ex did to me, blah, 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 blah. Oh my God. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear about how bad your ex was. You need to work that stuff out. Nobody wants to know anything about your ex. That's bad. If it's a new project, maybe if it's a new project, what are you lacking? What are you lacking in the world? You're lacking nothing. So why do you think you're lacking something? If it's not a love thing, but if you're lacking, because you lack nothing in the material world, unless spiritually, or maybe you just don't think you're up to doing a new project in your life. Like if you're older and you're retired, or because yeah, I'm not really sure how this would fit into that scenario. Because you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't need to do it. Well, let's see what that is. We'll leave that there. In the third row, we have the moon. We have reminiscing about the good old days. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Once again, it's confirmation. You know, this is the end of the reading. So at the end, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. So you have complete financial stability. You don't have to worry about money ever. You have complete emotional fulfillment because you found your new love, or you're in a committed relationship and you weren't looking for that in the first place, but it's sort of like you're married, you and your spouse really love each other, you respect each other, you're partners for life, you're committed to it, you're going to work through whatever comes, and you have children and everybody's happy. You know, that's what it's like. It's all about emotional maturity, being emotionally mature and being able to weather the good times and the bad times. Wheel of Fortune. And then we have this missed opportunity here. Possible missed opportunity, and opportunity is coming your way. You already have much, but there is this lack here. And this Four of Cups card is underneath the lack card, and the Four of Cups is about already having more than most people have, but you're not happy with that. You want more. And because of that, you feel like you're missing out. So why would you even feel like that? What are you feeling that way about? Intellect? I don't think so. I mean, because that's the only other sign that here that I don't even see that here. The swords are missing. We have Cups, Pentacle, and Wands. No swords. I'm not sure. Well, if this is a woman, it could be that, you know, she was in a relationship where you were emotionally abused. And that's, you know, it's your self-esteem that's lacking here. And you think it's keeping you from receiving this opportunity. It would distract you from receiving an opportunity that's right under your nose. Yet we have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups here. So there is great love there for you. You have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Earths. So that I'm not really sure what that's about. Could be about a child. Could be that one of your children or maybe a family member is feeling this way. That's what that could be. It's just an aspect of your life, a part of your life that concerns you. That it's not about you at all. And I don't see how it could be about you. So what do we do when we see that someone feels like they're lacking, but they're really not? It's sort of like they have a misperception about themselves. That's what you need to ask. When you see this person, what is the right thing for you to do? Not to throw money at it, or to put your arms around them and say, I'm so sorry, how can I fix it? No. How are you going to help that person? That's what I'm going to say. This is not you. This is a child or a relative or somebody you just feel they feel themselves to be destitute. And hopefully you won't be watching them miss an opportunity because they're so deep in their perceived lack that they can't see the opportunities coming. But really the right thing for you to do is what? You help them to a certain point, but you can't do it for them. You know? You can't do it for them. This could be, you know, mental health issues. Someone's really depressed. It could be, you know, it's a perception that the person has. It's not true. It's really not true. It's just their perception. So, you know, but that's up to you how you're going to have them deal, you know, how you're going to try to help them and or not. Hopefully you'll help them to see that, you know, everything's going to be okay, that the sun's going to rise. Don't miss opportunities. Don't allow opportunities to pass you by that are helpful to you, to help you see that, you know, the sun is rising here. The sun is in the sky. All right, so, you know, Taurus, for January, it looks really great for you. It looks like you could be retiring. It looks like you have, I know you have the opportunity to do some really good healing. Healing that's like kind of ruled your life up to now, but now it's showing itself. It's time. You have the energy, you have the time to deal with it. You have the ability. You know, if you don't know how to meditate, take a class of meditation, because there are all forms of meditation, all different kinds. It would really benefit to take a class, because the whole point of life is the joy of living. And I see that here for you in a big way. So best wishes to you in the new year, Taurus, and thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.